Welcome back, Code Warriors. Level up your coding game with the second chapter of Clean Code Bootcamp. Buckle up, because we are about to dive deep into the power of meaningful names. Imagine navigating a city with cryptic street names. Your code can feel just as confusing if filled with cryptic variable names and function titles. This video will shed light on the art of naming things in code. Prepare to banish obfuscation and embrace clarity, for meaningful names are the cornerstones of clean code. In the realm of software development, where code speaks louder than words, the art of choosing meaningful names reigns supreme. In this video, we'll delve into the key principles that guide this art. So firstly, use intention-revealing names. Names should clearly convey the purpose or role of the element, making the code self-explanatory. Use something like customer order, calculate total amount, or is account active. Also try avoiding disinformation. Names should not mislead or confuse readers. For example, avoid a function name, get customer names if it only retrieves the IDs, not the full names. Also try to make meaningful distinctions. Choose names that clearly differentiate between similar elements. Avoid using overly similar names that could be easily confused. For example, use first name and last name instead of name 1 and name 2. Also try to avoid mental mapping. Don't force readers to remember arbitrary conventions. For example, class manager. Does this class manage employees, resources, or something else? Method process data. What kind of processing does it do? What does it handle? Variable R. What does this represent? A radius, a result, a rate? So a better naming could be a class called sales manager. And instead of variable R, we could use total sales calculation. And instead of method process data, we could use something like calculate monthly sales total. These are some tips how you could name your class names, method names, variable names, and constants. Classes should be nouns or noun phrases that describe their responsibilities. Method names should be verbs or verb phrases that describe their actions. Variable names should be nouns or noun phrases that describe their values. Constant names should be all uppercase with underscores for readability. Also try to adhere to consistent naming conventions throughout the codebase. Also try to consider the surrounding code when choosing names. Also don't overdo it. Avoid excessively long or verbose names, and always try to refactor for clarity. Rename elements as needed to improve readability. So let's go through this example. A counting operation unfolds within this code, but its context remains shrouded in mystery. What secrets do those enigmatic names conceal? What tale does the code long to tell? It forces us to engage in a game of mental charades, guessing at the intention behind each variable and method. This underscores the crucial role of meaningful names in software development. They act as signposts, guiding us effortlessly through the code's logic and revealing its true purpose. The object class, what does it represent? What does its isValid method check for? The context of MGR class, what is its overall purpose in the application? The initial state of the list, LST, what objects does it contain? The intended meaning of valid, what criteria define a valid object in this context? Counternamed CNT with a very unclear purpose. Also, a method named procData that processes data in some way. What does it process? This is a refactored version of the code in the previous slide. Our quest begins with the recognition that Code, at its core, is a language, and like any language, clarity is paramount. Obscure names always demand effort to decipher their meaning, but with careful refactoring, we can transform this cryptic tongue into a symphony of descriptive names that sing their purpose, revealing their intent with every line. So now our class name is called Customer Manager, which has a more clear purpose. Our variables are more descriptive and informative. List of type customer. Our method now has a descriptive name. We have clear loop variables, we have specific condition, and the increments count is very meaningful now. This refactored piece of code enhanced the readability and understanding of the code. The code becomes easier to grasp at a glance. Misunderstandings due to unclear names are minimized. Also improved its maintainability. Future developers can quickly grasp the code's intent. By christening your functions and variables with clarity, you transform code from a cryptic maze into a welcoming map. The path forward is clear. Embrace meaningful names and unlock the power of self-explanatory code. With each descriptive name, you weave a tapestry of understanding, inviting future developers to navigate your code with ease. The journey towards clean code continues. Next video, we will discuss the art of crafting functions that are more than just lines of code. They become masterpieces of logic and clarity. We will dive into the world of single responsibility, minimal side effects, and unwavering focus. That's all for now, guys, but buckle up because things are about to get even crazier in the next episode. See you then, guys.